Aries. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day, whatever time of day it is, whenever it is for you, wherever you are. Hope you're just having a good time. All right, I'm just rambling. I've been away for a little while and I'm very excited to be back and doing these videos. We're going to be doing collective spreads, breaking them up right now into astrological signs. We're going to do Aries tonight, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Might even apply to your Venus if you're feeling really connected to your Venus, if Aries is in Venus for you. I'm really feeling that the videos that, or the people that end up watching these videos are going to be intuitives themselves, maybe even card readers. So I'm going to try to hold up the cards so that you can see them and lay them out. Because these are group readings, it's going to be hard to focus in on each specific person, obviously, right? So some things may resonate, others might not. I'm hoping that by seeing the cards, you may pick up on interpretations for you that I'm not necessarily able to tap into in doing a big collective spread. But this is an exercise for me to try to develop my intuition in a group kind of setting as opposed to one-on-one. So I'm hoping that this will be as interactive as possible. So if you have any comments, please leave them for me. Please subscribe so that we can go on this journey together. And let me know if you'd like any specific spreads or any topics, anything like that. For tonight, we're just going to do a past, present, future spread and an advice card. I'm going to start off doing the spread using the Thoth deck, and then I'm going to pull clarifiers. We'll see what other spread calls once we get into the reading. Once we do the cards, the tarot cards, these are going to be like a micro version of the week ahead. And then we're going to pull out a little bit, look a little more macro, what advice Spirit has for us, what are the guiding energies that we're going through right now over the next week or two by using some oracle cards. Okay, Aries, without further ado, let's get on with this. Let's pull some tarot cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Guardian Angels. Thank you, Ancestors. What's the energy that Aries is leaving? All right, you got the Four of Cups. Okay, a little bit of a divine discontent happening here. Let's put this down. All right, what's the energy that Aries is in right now? What's the energy that Aries is in right now? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got the Three of Swords. Aries, what's going on with you? What's the energy that Aries is coming into? What's the energy that Aries is coming into? And another four, the Four of Discs. I like it. What's the advice? What's the advice for Aries? The Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Wheel of Fortune is your advice. Yep. Along with the Three of Pentacles. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, Aries, you're having a little bit of a hard time right now. We're going to pull some clarifiers and see what's going on for you. But why the Four of Cups? So the Four of Cups for me speaks of situations where you're not aligned internally and externally. In this deck, the Four of Cups is not really the traditional Four of Cups with the person sitting under the tree with 3 cups in front of them that have spilled, and you know, the divine handing that person a new cup saying, look at me, look at me. It's not really that energy that much, as more of an energy of you just feeling like your internal world and your external world are not aligning. So maybe you're in preparation for something, and you haven't reached it yet. Say maybe you're a student in your last semester of college, and you know that that diploma is so close, but it's not there yet, right? So you're so close to externally having that diploma, but internally you're still struggling to get it. For relationships, sometimes this Four of Cups, Aries, is like when you're in a relationship with somebody and they're just not giving you, they're not 100% in the relationship, so you feel like you're giving more than they're giving back to you, and you're no longer willing to accept that. You're saying, you know what, I'm no longer okay with you, we're dating and I feel like this relationship is going somewhere, but you're telling me you only want to see me for an hour here and there. I'm not okay with that, right? So it's you feeling one way internally and another way externally, or your situation being a different way in the real world other than how you feel it should be inside your heart. And so that causes a lot of discord. So that's the energy you're coming out of. Into the Three of Swords. So something, a little bit of pain coming in is where you're a little bit of some disappointment. The thing about the Three of Coins, why I'm mixing my words today because I'm looking at Three of Coins here. Three of Swords. So why is the Three of Swords not that bad of a card? It's sadness, right? But it's sadness that it's not permanent. It doesn't stay with you for a long time. It's like getting a cut. It hurts when you get the cut, but a couple of hours later, you're okay. You can handle it. That's the Three of Swords. So either you found out, I'm getting for some people, you found out some gossip. Somebody was saying stuff about you that shocked you when you heard about it, and that was really upsetting you. But we're going to pull some clarifiers and get clear. That's, I think, just for a few specific people or one person. In the near future, you got the Four of Discs. This is a really good foundational card in this deck. So this talks about building structures, building relationships, building something solid for yourself. This is like the foundation of your house, the foundation of your castle. It's the four pillars that you need for a strong structure. That's where you're coming. That's the energy that you're coming into. So you're going to be building something solid. And then your advice is the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Discs. So I think some kind of teamwork with people is going to really get things moving forward for you again. So I think this is a call for you to reach out for help if you need it, because you will definitely get it. And this is definitely, if we're talking project-based or something, or work-based, pull in those colleagues. They're going to help you get things moving forward again, and moving forward in success, right? The Wheel of Fortune is yes, it can be a reverse of fate or a reverse of fortune, but a majority of the time, most of the time, we're talking about moving forward in success with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's see. Let's pull some cards for you. Let's pull Universal Golden Tarot cards, Aries. Let's see what's going on with you. We'll clarify with these. All right, why the Four of Cups? What's going on? Why the Four of Cups in the recent past? What happened? What happened with the Four of Cups? I'm not really feeling it with this deck, but that's okay. We'll keep moving forward. The Eight of Wands. Yep, you got some kind of news. As I was saying earlier, why the Eight of Wands? What happened there? The High Priestess. Some kind of secret was made known to you. Yep, you found something out that you didn't, that kind of threw you for a loop. Why the High Priestess? The Empress. So maybe this is, you found something out from a family member, a sibling or a mother, or whoever you look to as the nurturing element in your family. It could be family or it could be romance. This could have been your partner. Why the Empress? Why the Empress? Okay, we got the Eight of Discs and Seven of Wands. So what this is telling me is that you were really fighting for something, and you were putting in the work, and you were giving a lot of love and attention to this situation in the recent past, and then you got some kind of news that that showed you that things weren't really what you thought they were. Okay, why the Three of Swords? Why the Three of Swords, Spirit? The Ten of Swords, you ended something, okay? You put an end to whatever this was, whatever information you found out made you put an end to this relationship or this situation. Why the Ten of Swords? Why the Ten of Swords, Spirit? Why the Ten of Swords? What happened with Aries? Why the Ten of Swords? Okay, well, Spirit doesn't really want to elaborate. And I think that we got another 10, the 10 of Wands. So, you know, you ended something, whatever this information was that you found out, it was really, it did pierce your heart, it hurt you, it threw you for a loop, but you're strong enough to end this situation and end this burden. You got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. That's about as solid an ending as I can ever see, and followed by the Ace of Wands. So this ending is opening up the door for you to let in something new, and the aces bring in amazing, fresh, strong energy. The Ace of Wands especially, this is vitality, fire, life, sexiness, enthusiasm, all good things with the Ace of Wands coming in for you. So this ending that you've made is actually been a really good, it was a good move for you to end it. So if you're doubting, if you're wondering if you made the right decision, you did, okay? Coming into the near future for you, why the Four of Discs? What's up with the Four of Discs, Spirit? What's up with the Four of Discs? What's going on with the Four of Discs, Spirit? Okay. We got the Prince of Wands. We got some new fresh energy, some new news coming in. Why the Prince of Wands? Why the Prince of Wands? The Lovers. Okay, so you've got some new information coming into you, some new energy, some new vitality, some new options. You're going to have to make some kind of choice. What's going on with the Lovers? Why the Lovers? Why the Lovers? Why the Lovers, Spirit? The Fool and the Three of Wands. Can it get any more beautiful? You got some new news coming in, something that's going to really be solid for you, something that's going to help you build a new foundation, a new, if it's a relationship, because we do have the Lovers and the Fool. This is a new relationship coming in. The Prince of Wands, not really my favorite card for a new relationship. And I think that you are going to, I think you're going to have some kind of offer, some kind of, if it's a romance, some kind of romantic offer coming in for you. You're going to be looking at the future with this Three of Wands. You're looking for something solid. You're not looking for another fly-by-night situation. You've learned from this recent situation of what's going to work for you. You know what you're going to accept. You've been doing the work with that Four of Cups. You've been looking inside. You've been really thinking long and hard about what it is you want in a relationship, and you're not going to accept anything less than what you want anymore. And I think that's excellent. So I think you're going to get some kind of offer. It's not going to be what you want. You're going to easily turn your back on it because you've got better things coming in. Your ships are coming in. You've got better things coming in. Yeah, you got the Nine of Discs coming in the near future. You're going to choose to stay single, Aries. If we're talking about a relationship, if we're talking about career, you might be going into business for yourself. Kind of see that for some of you. You might be going into business for yourself, and that's going to be a really good option for you. The Nine of Discs, talking about independence, self-sufficiency, and bringing in a lot of success. And if we're talking romance, this is saying that you're going to be single and you're going to be good with being single for a while. You're going to focus on taking care of yourself, which is good. Your advice, as mentioned before, the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Discs. So let's get a little clarification on that. Why the Three of Discs with the Wheel of Fortune? I do like the Three of Discs with the Four of Discs in the near future, and the Wheel of Fortune talking about getting the wheel moving again, and the Three of Discs talking about building that solid foundation. Why the Three of Discs in Wheel of Fortune? Let's see advice. Let's see advice for Virgo. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is focusing on security, focusing on long-term security, and asking for advice, as we were saying. Geez, look at, I mean, these are awesome cards. So, as I was saying in the beginning, that Three of Pentacles was saying, you know, if you need advice, if maybe financial advice, go seek it out. Clarifying, you've got the 10 of Discs, you've got the 9 of Cups, and you've got the King of Pentacles. So this is really solid financial success coming in for you. Your advice, this is in your advice card, so it's really telling you to be careful of your thoughts, right? Think positive thoughts. You're manifesting your reality right here, so it's going to be very important that you take your finances and your material security seriously right now, but think positively as you do it. Maybe consult a King of Pentacles type personality for advice if you need it, a financial advisor, a lawyer, if you need legal advice. Make sure that you talk to a professional. And the 10 of Discs is also saying, as you do this, as you work with others and that 3 of Discs, make sure that you're giving back in some way. It's very important when you get the 10 of Discs to also give back somehow. Now, if you can't afford to give money, it's not always about money. It can be about your time, it can be about your generosity, it can be about your affection. Make sure that you're giving back in some way to others, okay? All right, these are excellent cards. So I'm sorry, Aries, that you've gone through this like little rough patch, but I think it's made you much stronger, much more solid moving into the future. You are definitely, you know what you want, and you're going to be able to get it. All right, let's pull out a little bit. Let's see what oracle cards Spirit has for us as we try to pull ourselves out and detach a little bit from the day-to-day situation we find ourselves in, and let's look at the bigger picture a little bit over the next week or two. What's the bigger picture for Aries, please, Spirit? What's the bigger picture for Aries, please? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I don't know which one to pick. Let's keep going. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Spirit. What's the bigger picture here for Aries? Okay. And you got clear out the old. Another sign got that the other day. Clear out the old. So this is very timely. I'm going to like bring it up to the camera so you can meditate on it if you want, or even pause the camera. But this is telling you to not just clear out any clutter that you might have in your house, clear out, you know, make way for the new, kind of like a spring cleaning kind of thing. But it's also saying clear out any negative thinking you may have had, anything from the past that is tying you down. So any limiting, self-limiting beliefs you have because of this past relationship or this situation that didn't work out for you, you're going to need to let it go, clear it out, because that was your experience in the past. That is not your permanent reality or your reality in the future. So very important, let it go. Okay, clear out the old. Get rid of that old negative thinking. That's not you anymore. And there's no room for it in your life. I'm going to put that here. Okay, I'm going to pull from these Blue Messiah Oracle cards. They're new cards for me. And I did get them because they're blue, and I love all things blue. But they did call to me, and they're pretty powerful cards. So I think these cards talk to like star seeds. If you believe you're a star seed, this might resonate a little more for you. I'm new to that. that reality, so I'm not that familiar with it, but I do like these cards a lot. So let's see for you, Aries, what Spirit has to say for you over the next week or two. What's your advice over the next week or two for Aries, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. All right, Aries, you got number 19, meditation. 19 being 9 and 1 going into 10. 10 being a number of endings, right? Clearing out the old, ending situations, starting new ones. And a number of culmination, successful culmination, as in the 10 of Pentacles. So let me get the book for this. You got meditation. I'm going to read from the book. I want to make sure that I give the right interpretation of these cards. They are pretty deep, I think. Okay, number 19, meditation. Meditation is being still in the mind whilst at the same time exploring the expansive universe within. You have drawn this card because your soul understands the need to detach from the outside world and connect within. Connecting to the light of truth within you may not be easy. Being still and emptying your mind from noise and mental chatter is not only challenging but also confronting. You may experience feelings of failure or of not being good enough when attempts to meditate don't go as planned. The best form of meditation is to simply be, being present in the moment and witnessing the magic of life all around you. Gratitude raises your vibrational energy and naturally opens gateways within you for visionary experiences. When you try too hard to meditate, however, there is often resistance. Surrendering to the moment and releasing the struggle, you connect to Source. Connecting through this space of gratitude and love, you are better able to find the truth within you. The more you embrace this internal guidance, the more you remember your divine light and purpose. By reconnecting, grounding, and balancing your energy, you fuel your body with energy to move forward. The chakras connected with this card are the solar plexus, the heart, and the third eye. Your exercise is with unconditional love and gratitude. Practice meditation through the simple observation of nature. Your affirmation is, I allow silence to calm my mind and enable my soul to see the multitude of leaves that make up the forest. I allow silence to calm my mind and enable my soul to see the multitude of leaves that make up the forest. That's beautiful. And I gotta say that while I was away, I kind of stopped because I'd been meditating a lot. And I had been meditating from this place of gratitude, exactly as this card says. And at first I thought, I had heard you need to come from a place of gratitude. You need to feel it. And I just couldn't get to that point. I just kind of couldn't. And then one day it just hit me. I just felt just so grateful for everything. And this sounds very silly, but that day I was going down my apartment building. I was taking the dog for a walk. I didn't have time to make myself a cup of coffee. And I was like, oh, I wish, I'm running late. I wish I had time. I wish I'd had time to make myself a cup of coffee while I'm taking the dog for a walk. And then I stopped myself and I thought, okay, that's not positive thinking. I'm very grateful for the fact that when I get home, I can actually make myself a really nice cup of coffee. And I'm really grateful for the fact that I can make myself a cup of coffee and that I have really delicious coffee at home. Now it sounds silly, right? But that's what I was thinking. And and it just changed my whole mood, uplifted me. And as I walked out of the building, boom, in the courtyard was a complimentary coffee cart that the apartment building had set up, and they were giving out free cups of coffee. And at that moment, I just felt so grateful and so blessed, and I felt like I had manifested that cup of coffee. And it just set me on this chain of events of meditating and feeling grateful, and it really, it helped me. I manifested a few things, came to fruition for me that I had been trying for years to accomplish. So I will wholeheartedly endorse that that effort of meditation and that advice to meditate. So I hope you found this helpful, Aries. Please hit the subscribe button if you're so inclined. Make a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you or how it connected to you, if you're so inclined. And love and light. I will catch you next time.